award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,700 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, South Gibson County, USJ, TCA, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Live from South Gibson High School's football stadium, it's the BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios, bringing you the best in football with South Gibson playing tonight against the Hamilton Wildcats. And, of course, BallGame Blitz is proud to be able to bring you South Gibson Hornet football. Tonight, it's the second game of a homestand, and the Hornets will take on the challengers will be from Memphis in Memphis Hamilton High School in a non-region makeup. Both teams are out there warming up. Different approaches taken on this part. Exercises and things like that are the same. And it's going to be quickness and spread offenses against each other tonight. Probably a little more experience. They have a few more seniors on the Hamilton squad than we do. And we'll give you most of our players will be able to play tonight. We had several injuries. Reed and Smith both were injured. Gabe Lovern will not dress tonight, and we'll talk more about that. But a non-region action, then next week start region action. Of course, this is a copyright broadcast of Worthy Road Studios for the 2024 season. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of this BallGame Blitz broadcast without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited. I'm Coach Joe Holloway. I will be your announcer tonight. We do other games. The USJ game will be on their stream. And these games are streamed, first of all, on the high school stream of each school. This will be on the South Gibson High stream, but it will be shared to BallGame Blitz Worthy Road Studios. And also the TCA team will be playing tonight. Worthy Road Studios does all of Union University's sports home action. They're also going to do Bethel football tomorrow and Lane College football. And don't forget to subscribe to our Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel where all the games are archived. Doesn't cost you anything. Just sign up. Matter of fact, if you'll type it in, you're probably going to be very happy about it. We'll tell you about some of our great sponsors. And, of course, you see on our board what a great picture we've got right there. Both teams, the officials, are conferencing with themselves. They've talked to each head coach, gone over a few things. There's some points of emphasis this year. And you see our head coach, Ben Johnson, in the picture coming back towards our sideline. Our cheerleaders are down there. We'll tell you about who some of them are. But I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take our first time out. And when we come back, we'll talk a little more about this game and others in the region. Later, we'll have our senior spotlight. There won't be an interview tonight with head coach Ben Johnson, and we'll tell you more about that. But after this week, you don't have to worry. We're going to be with it. Let's take that time out here on the BallGame Blitz and the South Gibson Football Network.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been a trusted name in quality tires and auto care. Proudly serving the Jackson community for decades. For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been a trusted name in quality tires and auto care, proudly serving the Jackson community for decades from our Old Hickory Boulevard location. With tires, alignments, oil changes, AC repairs, brakes, belts, hoses, radiator repair, and more. King Tire Company delivers the expertise and reliability you can depend on. Visit King Tire Company on Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson today, where decades of experience meet top-notch service.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard East in Jackson, we specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
For more than 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and dependable auto care. Our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson has proudly served the community for decades, delivering the excellence you've come to rely on. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. All tire sizes, ATV to light truck and beyond. Visit our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson today. King Tire Company, where long-standing tradition meets exceptional service.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with the hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social. Why rent an apartment when you can lease a home? The Summit in Jackson offers 2 and 3 bedroom single-family homes with lots of amenities. Enjoy the comfort and space in a gated community with smart technology, ADS security, and no maintenance. Short and long-term leases are available, so visit our website or call to schedule your tour today at the Summit in Jackson.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Welcome back to South Gibson Stadium. We're here live on the South Gibson Facebook. Just type in South Gibson High, and that should get you there. It'll also, the game will show up a little later on the BallGame Blitz, Worthy Road Studios. Also, the Touchdown Club's Facebook, I believe it was on last week. A lot of places to get this, and a big non-region matchup. Hamilton comes in 1-0 after a 40-0 drubbing of Booker T. Washington. We come in with an 0-1 record at South Gibson after losing a white knuckler, a slobber knocker, and you want to think about, but you can't do this. You can't deal in ifs, because ifs and buts were candy and nuts. We'd all have a Merry Christmas, as Don Meredith would say. That onside kick, go back and watch it. If you hadn't seen it, go back and watch it. Oh, so close, but we didn't get it. The kids acquitted themselves good. We picked up some injuries. Jaden Reed will play tonight. Smith will play. Gabe Lovern will not play. We'll bring you, there's 3 changes in the starting lineup. And, of course, one of the young men starting will be a young man that's I like a whole lot. He's got good manners, but all our kids do. And that will be starting tonight, Hayden Lucky, number 18. In just a few moments, you'll hear about him on our senior spotlight. But let's go through a little bit of West Tennessee action very quickly here on the Hornet Network, or the South Gibson Football Network, if you prefer, on the Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz facilities. Last night, JCM beat Southside 30-14. Westwood over in Memphis, and I believe that's the next opponent for Hamilton. We'll check, make sure. 40-0 over Bluff City, and then White Station 60-0. And tonight, some key games. Hardin County, our next opponent next week for South Gibson, is traveling over to Giles County. Both of those teams enter that contest 0-1. And McKenzie's at Dresden tonight. McNary Central at Adamsville. Covington at Brighton. Milan's at Chester County. And, of course, Jackson Northside in our region will be at Liberty Magnet. And though in Lexington at Riverside, they're also in our region. USJ's at Union City. And, of course, TCA has to travel to Grace Christian. Now, the importance of this game is to get untracked, get the young people. They got to play some playing time, but the 3 changes. We're dealing with a very quick team. We don't know a whole lot about them, but we do know that Ashton Dotson for them, and I believe he is wearing number 4. He's a senior running back, and he was at the 1,000-yard mark. We had able to get sketchy information. I know our coaches worked hard. I don't think there was a film swap. They have another young man who had a lot of yardage for him. He wears number 1, Darius Wadley, and, of course, he will play running back also. Marcel Ward, number 16, is their quarterback. Now, we'll have to pick up who and what some of their other players are, as we felt very fortunate for them to help us out, and we got a roster. We'll say this is a high school, Hamilton, that has a lot of history with it. I'm looking at several NFL players that came out of that high school. They obviously went to college, one of them being Keith Simpson, that played at Memphis State / the University of Memphis. And you see our band coming out onto the field for the pregame and the national anthem, I believe. 14 minutes and 18 seconds and counting, as you see on the BallGame Blitz by Worthy Road Studios scoreboard. You see the Wildcat. You see our fierce Hornet. And let's hope a Hornet sting is fatal tonight. We're going to take another timeout, and when we come back on the South Gibson and BallGame Blitz Network, we'll have our senior spotlight. But let's take that timeout.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,700 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, South Gibson County, USJ, TCA, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow-motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in team sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
And we are back here at South Gibson High School, home of the Hornets. Let's tell you about some of the great people that you need to tell you appreciate them, bringing you South Gibson Hornet football, the Blacksmith Restaurant, Chuck Hutton Nissan, King Tire Company, Jones Chevrolet, Deaton's Carpet One, Elite Dental, Humboldt Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram, McCoy's Heating and Air, King Jewelers, Foundation Bank, Great American Sports, Fitscapes Lawn Service, Rip Logal, Lawrence Funeral Home, Summit of Jackson, Roberts Jewelers, Sam Gilly for Medina Mayor, the Willows of Jackson, and the Nail Place. Please tell those people you appreciate them bringing you Hornet football. They'll also, some of these will be with us for Hornet basketball, baseball, and softball. You get to see the soccer team had a tough loss last night, but a great week. They've got a great week coming up. Volleyball team had a pretty good week and played against some tough competition. 8 minutes and 31 seconds on our scoreboard here. And, of course, that's counting anytime when I say 8:31, unless the clock's arrested, it's moving. I see our camera crew is getting out there and getting ready, or I believe. And so we are just about ready. You can see, or I can, the team has not appeared yet, but I'm going to tell you what is happening. There's starting to be just a little movement in the crowd as far as anticipation of the Hornets taking the field. They are playing the Wildcats, who are clad in all blue with blue helmets, and of course the black socks. We'll tell you about our team in just a moment. The cheerleaders have gone down. We got that great helmet. You see what a great shot by our crew of the shot, and you will see the entrance of the Hornets in just a moment. And like I said, this is one of those nights where the Hornet sting is fatal. Want to welcome also the fans from over in Memphis that are watching. And again, if you know of anybody that doesn't know how to get it, the South Gibson, or just type in South Gibson High, go to their Facebook page and go to that. And it will also be on several of our other sources. I believe it will be shared also to 1015's page too, but it comes through the South Gibson High Facebook page first, and then I believe the Touchdown Club and the Hornet Sports Network has it too. So all we are doing now is waiting, and like I said, I can see movement in the crowd and stuff. I can look out my window. We got a great press box set up, and thank you, administration, for putting air conditioning in there. It really helps old men. 1-0 for Hamilton, 0-1 for the Hornets. A tough loss last week. Picked up some injuries. Lovern is the only one that won't see any action. We were a little worried about Smith and Jaden Reed for a while, but it seems like those two young men are very resistant and will come out of it. Of course, we'll tell you a little bit while we're waiting. Let's talk about the Hornets a little bit. And a leading rusher last week officially, these are the official stats provided by Coach Ben Johnson and his coaching staff and our statisticians. Gabe Lovern had 10 rushes for 92 yards. He scored 2 touchdowns. And, of course, Leighton Robertson had a touchdown. And we'll give you the receiving stats in a minute. We got to keep an eye on that because it's always exciting to watch them come on the field. And great effort. Total, 31 rushes, 173 yards. We averaged 5.5 yards a carry and scored 3 rushing touchdowns last week. And, of course, we know that Leighton Robinson threw a touchdown pass last week. And, of course, catching that pass was Matthew Austin. Matthew had 3 catches for 28 yards, averaged 9.3, and tiptoed through the tulips and made a great catch in the end zone. Matthew had 10 tackles. Matthew Austin, forgot it was typed backwards. That's my fault. Hayden Lucky, 8 tackles. Cade Beaver, also 8 tackles. Tell you what, let's do. I have not seen the team make its appearance yet. We've been promising you our senior spotlight, and the team is not back there yet, so we're still waiting. Tell you what, let's see if we can get our senior spotlight picture up there. This is Hayden Lucky, number 18, who is a senior. It's coming up there in just a second. There we go. He and his fellow seniors. He's 6 foot tall, 187 pounds, one of the leading tacklers last week. He also does long snapping. Plays tight end, linebacker, and a few other positions besides long snapper. His parents are Billy and Melanie Lucky. He was born in June of 06, and that's June 17th. He plays football here at South Gibson. His favorite teams are the Colts and the Vols, and we can see the young men from South Gibson starting to make a move. That's the captains coming out. His hobbies are football. Favorite class is social studies. Favorite teacher, Heather Allen. He likes pizza. That's his favorite food. And after high school, he plans to go to Jackson State. Favorite sports memories, his freshman year, the Milan game. His hobbies are football. Fun fact about him, he's a cool guy, and he has several academic honors, and we will go over those. And the young men were nice enough to fill those out for me. But our senior spotlight is on Hayden Lucky, number 18, and he had 8 big tackles, and I'm sure Hayden will do his best to duplicate that performance and even better. He'll be starting at inside linebacker tonight, and we'll tell you a little more. We'll put the chart up there in a few moments, the 2-deep chart. Captains for both sides are getting ready to come out. And again, we appreciate Coach Ben Johnson and his fine staff for getting us those stats together. Big week coming up for all of the teams. At South Gibson. And it looks like Braden, that's the freshman roster. Shame on me for putting that one out there. We'll get everybody. Gabe Lovern's going to make an appearance and go out there, but number 7, Leighton Robertson, the quarterback. Also number 51, Nathan McCaig, a junior. And with him goes number 65, Wyatt Oliver, the senior center, and Gabe Lovern. And for the Hamilton Wildcats, coming out, Ty Ward, who wears number 9, and I believe DeJavian Williams, number 8, came out there. I want to say the big man, and Travius Minor wears 77, was supposed to be one of the captains, and also 0. Kavion Yancey wears number 0, all seniors, and that is the big man. They were right. And the instructions being given. Hamilton, in a moment, will call it, and I guess I will do the commentary from up here about that. Usually we have a camera that's down there on the field that covers the huddle and kickoff there. The coin will be tossed, and like I said, Hamilton will get to call it. And it's flipped. The referee has to reach out. I think he dropped it. He probably will. Most of the time they flip it a second time. They catch it, cover it, and it looks like South Gibson has won the toss. Let's see if they elect to take the football or if they want to defend, or what they want to do. We set tap on the shoulder. South Gibson has chosen to take the football first. Hamilton will defend the north goal. They'll be traveling left to right. South Gibson from right to left on your screen. We're going to take a timeout, and we'll come back with football kickoff after this.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
We are back. As you see, the South Gibson Hornets come through the victory line. And the band plays the school fight song, and a large audience here for this game on this side of the field. Now, the folks from Hamilton, like I said, probably a lot of them watching. A group came up. They came up earlier today. Last year, they were not late getting here, but cut it fashionably close. This year, they have actually got here way early. They were earlier than our crew getting here that came to set up this contest for you. And it looks like the kicker will be Woodall, Marquise Woodall. He wears number 5. He is a senior. This is a senior laden. You'll see a lot of seniors playing out there. Ward is their junior quarterback, but the Wildcats will be on defense first. Football placed down on the 40. And Marquise Woodall goes up there to pick it up. Now there is some kind of mark-off coming here. And so the kickoff will come from the 25. Our receivers are set up at approximately the 20. Our focus right now is on the kick. Ward put it on the tee, but it looks like actually number 26, David Williams, will kick the ball. And here comes Williams approaching it. It's up in the air, short kick. It'll be fielded at the 42. Going straight ahead up the middle, across the 50 into Hamilton territory. And a lot of scrambling there. And that was Jeter carrying the football. Great field position. They'll be at the Hamilton 48. 1st and 10. Ball almost in the center field, just a little north of them. We see Beaver going wide to the right. There'll be a slot on each side. Leighton Robinson in the backfield. Reed behind him in the pistol with a shift, they being the Hornets. Ball gets away from Robertson. He has to fall on it, so it'll be a huge loss. And Robertson fell on that football, and we'll pick up the loss from the 48 back to the 44 in South Gibson territory. So 8-yard loss. Not the way you wanted to start it. Looks like Austin out to the left with a wing back to the right there, actually. Now they send him in motion. Going to go straight ahead to Reed. Reed had one man really to beat. There was an assist there, but he gets back to the 50, gets 6 of those 8 yards back. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. And sometime during the broadcast, I'll explain the $2 cab ride. It's an old term, probably need to up it due to inflation. That's when there's a long situation like 3rd and 33 or 2nd and 30, something like that. Brings up 3rd and 12, ball on the 50. Snap up to Robertson, a little timing off. It's a little pass out here. Cade Beaver pulls it in. Can he spin and get it? Yes! He is close. It'll depend on the spot of the football. But Cade Beaver, what a catch that time. Let's see if it's going to be short a little bit. It looks like it's going to be 4th and a short 1. Beaver with 9 yards on that catch. And the guard pulls up. Now it's going to be 4th and 6. And that's one of those penalties that you don't want to get. And that's 5 yards. And Hamilton had a 15-yarder to start the ball game, did not get the signal for it. Now it makes it 4th and 6. Ball on the 44-yard line of Hamilton. Robertson's got his play. Leighton Robertson, the senior quarterback. Austin goes to the right. Also Jackson, or Young actually, Jackson Young. Beaver in motion. Sprint right. There's a man from the backside. We didn't get one blocked. Has to rush the pass. And unfortunately going to be short by about a yard. Complete pass to Austin, but it will be short and the ball will go over on downs. So 2 for 2 passing, but we didn't get the first down, and here comes the high-powered offense of Hamilton. 16 Ward will be your quarterback. Great replays here. Now 88 goes running out of the ball game for them. 7 is your wide out to this side. That is Stowe. And they give to one of the big rushers behind that big line. He's going to pick up 7, maybe 8 yards, depending on where the knee went down first. And that is number 1. That is Wadley. And they're quick to the line. 8 yards will give him on that carry. Second down, the ball on the 46. Now here comes the handkerchief, meaning the yellow flag has been dropped. Let's see what is going to happen. Illegal procedure. And that'll move it back 5 yards. Second penalty for 20 yards. Hamilton has the big man, and Travius Minor is the center on their football team, and he's a good defensive tackle. 2 backs in the backfield along with Ward. The left-hander cranks it up. He's got a man open, and nice defense, though, right there with him for us is good old number 12, Sebastian Brady. I thought he had a step on him, so 0 for 1 passing now for Ward. And remember, there are 2 Wards on there. We'll need to give you, this is Marcel Ward. Brings up third and about 8. Slot left, 1 receiver. That is Stowe to the right. And Hamilton may have called a timeout. Let's see what's happening. Oh, they just went over several of them to get some words of instruction from their coach, Coach Collins. And again, Stowe comes to this side. Slot to the left, 2 backs in the backfield. We've got a linebacker up in there, and here comes another one stepping up. They're signaling the plays in from the sideline. They clap the hands, they go, and here's a Russian shot in there just like a cannon. It's Jaden Reed for the tackle, and there's a big loss on the play. All the way from the 41 back to the 31, so minus 10. That'll bring up 4th down at approximately 18. Ward never had a chance to even load the gun to throw it. Let's see how we play this one, and we probably will go into punt safe. Coming on the field is Bryce Morris. And they, unless they quick kick or something, now there seems to be a change of plans. I think Hamilton wants a timeout. We're going to take a timeout here on the BallGame Blitz Football Network.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our Foundation Benefits with High Interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
And we are back here. It is 4th and 18. Ball is on the 31. 2 receivers to the right. And they're going to go for it. Let's see if we rush the passer. Ward drops back, wants to run a quarterback draw. He's got an angle, but we have one man with the angle on him. Boom! He got hit, and now we'll slow him up. He bounced off Reed's hit, and then a host or a swarm of Hornets gets him for a loss from the 31 back to about the 29, so -2. He's now a -12 rushing, and the ball goes over on 1st down to the Hornets. Again, the Hamilton 31, ball on the left hash mark. 1st and 10. Looks like Young and Austin to the left. We'll have Beaver as a wingback, the wide side of the field to the right. Hamilton trying to shift on defense. They've got 5 men on the line of scrimmage. They rush hard. It's the inside handoff to Beaver. Beaver cuts it back against the green. He'll get down to about the 21-yard line, maybe the 20, depending on the spot. It's 2nd and 1, 9-yard pickup for Beaver. Second and 1, ball on the 21. Got to get to the 20 for the first down. 2 wideouts to the right with that wing back. Here's Reed. Reed's going to get the first down, cuts it back up, breaks 1 tackle, and he'll get down across the 15 to the 14 for a pickup of about 7. Ward on the tackle for Hamilton. Clock temporarily arrested as they set the stakes. It'll be 1st and 10 from the other. They put it on the 15, so I may have to subtract a yard of rushing yardage. So 12 yards, that's a 6-yard carry. 1st and 10. Motion is Beaver. Dropping back, but a lot of heat. It's a screen pass just over the outstretched arms of Yahya Gad. Wow, I thought we had something going there. Bring up 2nd and 10. Robertson now 2 for 3, passing. 15 total yards. Beaver has a catch. Austin has a catch. 2nd and 10 for the Hornets. Are they in McGowan's field goal range? It's too early to even be questioning that. 2nd and 10. Jackson and Austin to the left. Here's the man in motion to the left. Sprinting left, hitting the short man. Beaver had it, caught it, dropped it, and I know some people wanted a hit, but when it's a situation like that, they won't call the defensive player or anything like that. So 2 incompletions, now 2 for 4 passing. You see the great replay, and you got to catch it before you run. And, of course, Zero a hard hitter, but he really cut it close there. That was Yancey, the senior defensive back. Robertson's got his play on 3rd and 10. See Austin headed towards the right side of the formation. Yahya Gad on the left at tight end will run with a wing back. It's a slot formation, 1 running back. The man's in motion. They give to Reed. Reed dances through there. He'll not get the first down, but he'll get it in field goal range on the right hash mark. We'll bring up 4th down. 4th and about 6. So a 4-yard pickup, 16 yards for Reed. On comes the field goal team. Lucky, our spotlight senior, will be the snapper. 1.3 seconds to execute. The kick is up. The kick is good. It's 3-0. On the field goal, let's take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
We are back, and actually that was Crowell that kicked the field goal. My depth chart, and that's what I get for working with it. But Braxton Crowell, number 84, actually kicked that, and he's kicking off. High end over end kick going towards the sideline will go out of bounds. It'll cost us 5, us being the Hornets, or Hamilton can choose to take the ball at the 35-yard line. and they are exchanging personnel, so I would say they're probably going to take the ball at the 35. Sometimes the speed teams, and of course that is a penalty, but it's a placement at the 35. Second penalty of the night. Here comes the Hamilton Wildcats. Like we said, they're clad in blue. We're with orange helmets, orange jerseys, black pants, and the white socks. A lot of our players have the white shoes on. Trips right, 3 receivers to the right. Now there is a man that's too far in the backfield. I see those tackles are awful deep. I'm surprised they didn't call it. Ward cranks the javelin, steps up, throws it, almost interception. Beaver was right there. And the all Gibson County, I know he got several accolades from the Gibson County newspaper this past year. Almost had him an interception. Ward now 0 for 2 passing. Good coverage. Coming in for them is Isbell at a wideout. I thought the receiver left a little early but didn't get a flag. I need to focus and not. There's one just running for your life and throwing it low enough where nobody could have an interception. It'll bring up 3rd and 10 on the 35-yard line. Four and out on the last one, not counting a penalty. And a couple of losses. We had some quarterback sacks. Well, there we go, trying to draw South Gibson off. South Gibson was disciplined. It drew matter of fact, a false start. And that'll cost Hamilton 5 more. They have 25 yards in penalties. And that'll make it 3rd. Not quite one of the cab rides for a couple of the folks that don't understand the term. Again, they're going to stay with the same play. Quarterback steps up, throws. He's hit as he throws. And almost a great catch by number 10, Azalea Isbell, a senior. And he, like I said, nearly made a great catch. It's going to be 0 for 4, though, for Ward, the quarterback. And it's 4th and 15, ball on the 30-yard line. And they show no inclination of punting. They believe in their high-powered offense. To Davian Williams in at the slot. Isbell that nearly made that last catch is the wide out to this side, one wide out to the far side. Now it looks like a possible punt. It's a short punt formation. High end-over-end punt. Everybody's got to get out of the way of it as we fair catch it. And a little quick steps there by Brother Austin. And it looks like the Hornets are back in business. Matthew Austin, a junior, fair catches that one at the 47-yard line, 3rd possession. And this one in our own territory for the first time. And it's 1st and 10 on their own 47. Here come the Hornets with wideouts and a man in motion. They hand on the jet sweep. This is Austin cutting it up, looking for that seam. He's got the 45 across the 45, and we'll see if they put his knee down at the 44 or halfway between that and the 43. Looks like he's going to get a good spot. May have enough for a first down. They're calling time. And, yes, they say it is a first down. The jet sweep good for 10, and the first down 2 first downs. That's a Chuck Hutton Nissan first down. And it looks like Hamilton wants a timeout. Their second one. Let's take a timeout on South Gibson Football Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
We are back. They are now showing that it's not a first down. The respotting of the ball, he gave the signal, but it's second and a short one. So we'll change our yardage. And we got to take away the first down. That really messes up your scoring on your sheet. 2nd and 1, and it's a short one. Slot left, wing right. We'll see if Hamilton goes with 2 down linemen and 4 people. There'll be 2 stand-up ends. Let's see how they do it. They've got about 6 guys across a 1 deep secondary, and it's Robertson wants to pass. He's flushed out of the pocket, wants to get rid of it, hit as he throws. Had a receiver, but not really wide open. As he got hit, he couldn't deliver the football. And one of the Hamilton players is down. And it'll bring up, well, they've changed the chains again, so they did get the first down. This one is not on me. You go back and watch the replays and stuff. Injured player here will be checked out by the trainer. Hamilton sends their man out on the field, too. Our trainer very quick to assist a young man. Good sportsmanship. He's going to be up. And a good hand given by the fans. And we'll try to find 48. A roster, he may not be on our roster. I will. And we'll check his number and stuff when he comes back in. Now it's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion, and they got the stakes and the chains right. Hot pass, I call it. It really is a look in. And that one to Austin for the completion. And we'll get Austin on the replay here. You see the guards pulling. From the 43 down to the 37, a pickup of 6. Austin's got 2 catches and 12 yards. Brings up 3rd down. 3rd and about 4, long 4. See Austin and Young to the right. Beaver's your wing back. They're going to give to Reed. He checks it, bounces it back, cuts against the grain, gets across the 30. Down close to the 25, probably the 26. And that's a first down. Hornets, a Chuck Hutton Nissan first down. Reed moving the football, has 26 yards now and 4 carries. Here's the play, the handoff. Beaver watches his block, reads it, cuts in behind it, gets the ball down for good forward progress. And we'll correct Reed's stats officially. 4 carries for 23 yards. Nice pickup by Beaver on that play. It'll bring up 2nd down and about 4. Beaver's got 15 yards unofficially. 3:26 and counting, as you can see on the Worthy Road Studios clock. You see our corner logo sponsors. Chuck Hutton brings you the first downs. Slot left. Ball on the 21-yard line, 2nd and 4. the give to Reed. He tries the right side behind those fine pulling guards. He should have the first down and a little bit more. And another first down for the Hornets. 3 of them unofficially. It'll be 1st and 10. Ball on the 15. Wide side of the field to the left where you have a slot. There's a wing back to the right of the formation. Sending him in motion. That's Beaver. High snap. Right. Leighton Robertson keeps it. Cuts off the left side of the line. He's got good yardage. What does Leighton Robertson has? He has touchdown. South Gibson. 15-yard scamper by Robertson. That comes at the 2:27 mark. First quarter. 15-yard run. Here's Kroll on to attempt the extra point. It's up. The official says it's good, and it's 10-0 with the Hornets leading the Wildcats on the South Gibson BallGame Blitz Network. Let's take a timeout.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
Okay, we are back here with a 10-0 lead for the Hornets over the Wildcats. Again, he's a very good kicker, but a little bit of a surprise because I was expecting Max McGowan, but Braxton Crowell, who wears 84, has done a great job handling the kicking chores tonight. Kickoff, a short one. They're going to make a man field it at the 30. That's number 10, one of the wideouts, trying to get to his sideline, and he's turned the corner, and he's got some room to run. But a nice tackle over there on the far side, and we'll see if we can pick up the jersey number. And that looks like number 6 for us coming off the field. That is Aiden Adams. Ball placed down right on the 50, and that is where the Hamilton Wildcats will start 1st and 10. Starting on their 50 with a slot right. Really question where the tackle, especially this right tackle, is. One running back, quick out over here, overthrown, and it's incomplete. Now, Marcel Ward's supposed to be a very good passer, but he's 0 for so far tonight, 0 for 5. You'll get the Chuck Hutton replay. Brings up 2nd and 10, ball on the 50. We're still in the first quarter of play. Going left to right is Hamilton. He's the quarterback. Ward signaled the play in. He's dropping back. Wants to throw the quick out. Incomplete. And somebody lost their helmet. And that's Big 77, who's a very fine lineman. Minor. 0 for 6, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Minor will have to leave the ball game. Now, we do not have an 80 or a 48 on the roster, and we appreciate the roster we have. So 80 is your wide out. There's a slot right. New lineman in. They'll shift center. In the backfield is Dotson along with Ward. Our linebackers step up. Then one backs off. They're coming. Let's see how much time now. He's got a hole. If he can get by it, we'll have to dive at his feet, or he's going to get a first down across the 40 down to our 35, and a nice pickup of about 15 yards for their quarterback. That is Ward, Marcel Ward. And that is their first down. We kind of lost contain. We all actually overran him when he stepped up into the pocket. He was knocked out of bounds. Here's your replay. .77 back in there, Minor at center, and he is a good one for them. Trips left. That's three receivers to the left when you hear the term trips. One receiver to the right. 5 men blocking. Play being signaled in. And it's taking a long time. There's some confusion. And Hamilton has taken their third timeout here in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout with them. And the South Gibson Hornets leading Hamilton 10-0.
At Foundation Bank, we love working with small businesses, and we serve them uniquely through truly local decision-making and underwriting. But we're more than a lender for your small business. We're also a source of financial counsel. Hey, running a small business can be hard and complex, but we can help. Let us learn more about your small business by visiting our website. It's foundationbank.org, or call us at the number on the screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Foundation Bank is a member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And we are back with 1:58 to go. It is 1st and 10 on the South Gibson 38 for the Hamilton Wildcats. Again, some confusion. 3 receivers. That's trips left with Ward in the backfield. Looks like Dotson's still with him. They fake to Dotson. The left-hander is flushed out of the pocket. We've lost contain. He hits Dotson short. Dotson, a 1,000-yard rusher, and he's going to pick up good yardage, 7 or 8 yards. We'll see where the spot is. You never want to guess where the spot's going to be. And it's on the 29-yard line. Pickup of about 5. Well, it's going to take too long, it looks like. I did not see the play clock, or there was movement. We'll see. It's movement again. And you see the signal. That's going to cost them 5 more, making them have 30 yards in penalties. 4 penalties for 30 yards. It'll be first, or actually it'll be second down and 10.5 approximately. They'll say 11, which is the correct thing to do on the scoreboard. Here's the flag again. And we may get a second flag. No, we didn't, but I'm surprised that we didn't. That'll be another 5. And it's not quite long enough distance, as you see, with 26 and counting seconds left. Second down. And that looked like Canadian football with the wide receivers taking off a little early, if you've ever watched that. Interesting situation. And a third consecutive 5-yard penalty, 40 yards total in penalties. Ball is on the 44-yard line now. Still second down. Ball on the 44. Getting close to that cab ride. We'll change it to a $10 cab ride, maybe even longer than that. Maybe you need an Uber here. The linebackers are coming. They try to flush it to pitch on the option there. And Dotson's got good yardage, breaks a tackle. He's going to get the first down. He's going to pick up the entire yardage. Hard young man to tackle. It looks like a 24-yard pickup in the second first down. Got Dotson with 24 yards unofficially. Time will run out. This quarter will end with South Gibson leading 10-0. You're listening and watching on the BallGame Blitz and the South Gibson High Network. Let's take a timeout.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
And we are back. We'll switch ends of the field. Thought we were going to we've got a great set of cheerleaders here at this school. We'll get some pictures and we'll tell you more about them and who some of them are. We appreciate their cheerleader sponsor. Well, let's go through very quickly. Avery Bridger. These are seniors. Avery Bridger, Westland Smith, Aubrey Bomar, Ava Grace Thomas, Kayla Garner, Elizabeth Kirkbride. Those are the seniors. And it is 1st and 10 on the South Gibson 21-yard line, 21 yards away from pay dirt. Trips left. And number 77, the senior Captain Miner, not very happy with his right guard as we've got another penalty coming up. 45 yards in penalties. A lot of them are the 5-yard variety. 7 penalties. And again, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Ward's your quarterback. And he's trying to get there. And like I said, I think the tackles have been illegal too. So now this time the left tackle comes out of his stance. And looks like some communication problems. That'll be 50 yards in penalties, the 8th penalty of the first half. So it should make it 1st and 20. The thing is to keep the team bottled up, set your corners, have good pursuit. Here's the snap. Ward cranks the javelin going, and he throws it to the wrong side, and it's incomplete down at about the 5-yard line. Good coverage. And that looked like, I want to say, from a long distance, Sebastian Brady, the senior. 1 for 8 now passing. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 20. Ball is on the 31. Comes a new lineman into the football game. I would love to give you his name, but we were not provided his name. We've got a 55, so that's in the. We do see 8 Williams back in there. Trips again. The ball is dropped. Ward is hit. He's driven back. Let's see where they say they may give him where he was initially hit, but driven back, and he took it. We had a good hard stick, and that was a whole host of Hornets. Ball was on the 31, and he's driven back. And let's see where they put the football down at the 41, so -10 there. And this drive started on the 50. and it's only 9 yards short of getting back to the 50. So Ward down. I think the young man will come back. He got hit hard, maybe got the wind knocked at him. Let's see, walking pretty good. May have got a cramp or a little hit on the knee, but officials timeout. And, of course, that will give it over to the Hornets. Will have it 1st and 10. On their own 41. Now, if I'm correct, unless this is an official's timeout, Hamilton's out of timeouts for the half. They'll give them a chance to get on the field. Chandler ready to snap the football to a backfield of Robertson and Reed back there. Jaden Reed along with Leighton Robertson. Beaver, the wing back to this side, slot left. Hamilton with there. Oh, that guy was offsides. This was number 6, jumping the count a little bit. He was trying to anticipate, so Kadarius Arnold was trying to do the right thing but jumped a little early, and that'll be another 5-yard penalty. And I will have to call on my comrades. I will have to have some light. Can no longer see in here. It is fairly dark. It's 1st and 5. Ball on the 46 of South Gibson. Same formation. Slot left. Beaver in motion, though, this time. Robinson wants to throw the screen. It's in and out of the hands of Gadd. 3 for 7 passing, and it brings up 2nd and 5. So you had a down to play with. Robertson over to get the football. Play that's going to come in. I held up because there is a flag. There was an ineligible receiver. Now that's going to cost us yardage and a down, so it'll go back to 1st down. And this is a major penalty here. It'll back us up 15 yards. 20 yards in penalties. We've actually had 3 penalties, but one of them was a spot of the football. South Gibson now looks like with the ball on the 31, they've got to get to the 49. Should be 2nd and approximately 20, maybe a little more than that. The give is to Beaver. He's got to get outside, and this time we did not get the man blocked. They set the corner, and Beaver will lose about 4, maybe 5 yards on the jet sweep. We're going to call it a loss of 4. It's going to be 2nd and 24. And it is a long 24. Could be close to a $2 cab ride. Ball on the 26, wide side of the field to the right. Sending a man in motion. Here's Robertson drop. They've got we're trying the screen again to Gadd, but they had guys sifting around in there. And number 5 for them, Woodall, made the tackle. It's a completion, but only a couple of yards. It's going to bring up 3rd. And it looks like 25, like the scoreboard says. Well, they've moved it to 27. We'll call it 3rd and 27. Wing right, slot left, wing back in motion. Rush is on. Robertson looking for a place. They've got contain on him. He throws it. It's up in the air. Over, just really threw it away. 4 for 9 now passing. That one intended for Nathan Wallace. It'll bring up a punting situation. We'll check and see who is going to punt because I got fooled from the spotting chart on the other one. Right now we not got an angle even with the camera. Low snap. Here comes Hamilton. It's a short end over end bouncing. It hits, and Hamilton's very lucky to field and cover the football at the 42 of South Gibson. Let's see if we get a replay. I don't believe we're going to. First and 10 on the South Gibson 41. Let's see if Ward is back out there. It looks like he is. We'll check and see, though, because they are even with me and don't see the numbers. No, this is actually more of a wildcat thing to Dotson. He skirts the end. He's got 10, 15, about 17 yards and a first down. That's their third one and 17 yards for Dotson, who wears number 4. He was a 1,000-yard rusher last year. He's already got 41 yards unofficially. Here's the replay on that. And I think we're ready to play. They get the play. We're back. Looks like Dotson again, or will they give it a direct snap to him? It's first and 10, ball on the 23. Hamilton threatening. This time it's given off. We hit him, but don't hold on to him. Second man gets him. And a great stop that time by Gadd. For loss of yardage. Here's the going to pass is Dotson. He throws it up in the air. We may have an interception. We'll see how they rule it. And it is an interception. Let's see if we can get a replay on this one and pick up who got the interception. Hornets take over. And that is good old number 24 right there. That fine young man is Dre Scott. INT there for Scott. Be first and 10 on our own 5-yard line. You want to handle the ball very carefully here. Hornets huddled up. You want to bet on a running play? Hornets first and 10 on their own 5. Here comes Jaden Reed, and it looks like a rugby scrum down there. A little pushing, now a pat on the helmet, which doesn't do anything more than infuriate people. Here's Reed, pretty good blocking, but then the hole closed really fast then. But tell you what he did do, he got 5 yards out of it. Jaden Reed, what a great, great player he is. 2nd and 5, the ball on the 10-yard line. 7:50 to go in the second quarter. Hornets lead. One down lineman, and everybody else is up what we used to call the radar defense. Reed looking for hole dances, finds one over the right side. That would probably have been the C gap. And Jaden Reed is going to move the football for a first down, the fourth one unofficially. And it is a first down. Ball from the 10 down to about the 17, so a nice pickup by him. 7 carries, 39 yards unofficially. 1st and 10 for the Hornets on their own 18-yard line, a long way from pay dirt. They started 95 yards away. Here's the handoff, trying the left side, running hard. The running back gets down to the 30, and it looks like a 12-yard pickup. And that running the football is Matthew Howell. Howell wearing number 15, and that's another Chuck Hutton Nissan first down. Snap to Robertson. Hurdling a man in the backfield with a pancake block. A helmet comes off, and another good gain. And watch the blocking, and there's one young man, and you can do that. You can lay on the runner. Boy, Matthew Howell running that football with abandon. They have not moved the first down stake. There is a sideline warning. They'll move it. Pickup of about 6. Matter of fact, a little over 6. Now he's got 18 yards just on his 2 carries. I think it's going to be 7, and I agree with the scoreboard. 19 yards for him, and it's going to be 2nd and a long 3. Pistol formation. They pull the guards, hitting hard, and there comes another helmet off. Get down to the 39, won't be, but there is some blocking and hitting going on. And, folks, watch the lineman as much, and you see number 18 for them. He'll have to go out of the ball game losing his helmet. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Third and 2. Howell so far with 21 yards. This is a version of the pistol, but a wide out to the right, a wing back to the left, almost an 8-man front. Here's Howell. He's going to get stood up. Will second effort get him? No, they have some help that comes in to finish. On the tackle was Yancey and Tabor. Howell for no gain that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Sticks did not move. Let's see what they choose to do. Checking back into the ball game, number 77, Jack Smith, the junior lineman. Up, let's see. There is. We're going to get a penalty by illegal procedure, and if so, it'll be a first down. That'll be against Hamilton. It is an automatic first down, and that'll be the 6th one. Let me add to the penalty yardage. 60 yards in penalties. Here's the handoff. Watch the runner go. This looks like Reed. It is Reed across the 30-yard line and brought down from behind by Wadley. But a great run all the way from his 43. We'll see where they put the football down to the 27. $28 yards and a first down. And on the carry again, right up that A gap is Reed. Reed's going to come out of the ball game after a 8-yard pickup. Unofficially, he's got 9 carries, 75 yards. See Robertson in the backfield, Howell, and this is a version of the pistol, though, with a very tight pistol. Carrying it over that B gap, running hard, trying to break tackles, and did break some, is number 24, Dre Scott, who's tougher than nails, and that should be another first down. Scott got the first down. 8 unofficially. It's first and goal. We'll get a spot on the football, looks like from the 9. That's a long 9 yards. So first and goal from the 9 inside the hash marks. Be slightly wider to the left side of the field. The Hornets break the huddle. Robertson in the backfield. And now they go to more of a split back situation with the shotgun snap. There's the handoff to Howell. Howell running hard, smells the goal line. Does he have the goal line? The officials say give South Gibson and Howell the touchdown at the 3:50 mark. Howell wearing number 15, Matthew Howell, the senior running back. 9 yards on the carry. Crowell on to attempt the extra point. Braxton Crowell, he's been perfect so far tonight. And they'll whistle this one down, a flag thrown. The outside rusher got a little early jump. Will they take the penalty or decline it? I'm sure they'll move the football a half yard, and we'll probably go for 2, or it's a yard and a half. It'll be half the distance to the goal line. $62 yards now in penalties against the Wildcats. I see Beaver out there. Howell's still out there. Temp for 2. Howell in the backfield. Robertson. Tight formation. Tries the left side. They got good penetration, and they will stop him for no gain. So the 2-point try, no good. And with the score 16-0 in the second quarter, South Gibson ahead. Let's take a timeout on the South Gibson and the BallGame Blitz Network.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Back on the beautiful campus of South Gibson, the Hornets just took it a 95-yard drive for a touchdown. The try for 2 after the penalty failed. It's 16-0 at the 3:50 mark, but this is an explosive team. Braxton, let's see if that's Braxton Crowell again to kick. Yes, it is. This one just a couple of steps, gets it up in the air. They let it hit, bounces off one man, picked up. Now, this is dangerous because we lost contain, and good yardage by their return man. You must stay in your lanes and be disciplined. So a good return for the Hamilton Wildcats. Football looks like it's going to be spotted down at the 44-yard line. That's where Hamilton will take over. 1st and 10 in their own territory, trailing 16-0 to the Hornets. Let's see what changes that they have made. A while ago, they had Dotson at quarterback. He threw the interception by Scott. Hamilton's going to have a slot right. We're going to go with 3 down linemen, 5 linebackers. Slot to each side. They're going to try the quick screen, and it's thrown low. Dotson now 0 for 2 passing. Was intercepted on his first toss. Brings up 2nd and 10. Clock arrested at the 3:42 mark. Here's your replay. Or I'm seeing them a little later than y'all are. We're ready for back to action. I'm watching. I've got my phone up in front of me. And there is a difference. You're about 7 seconds behind when you're watching on the phone. 2nd and 10 on the 44. Wide side of the field. Here's a man in motion to the right. There's 3 receivers to the left now. 1 high safety for us. The ball dropped, fumbled again, picked up. Dangerous runner, though. You got to corral him. He breaks 1 tackle and gets hauled down. And let's see who was in on that tackle. That looked like Cade Beaver. Beaver with the tackle. Lucky starting at inside linebacker with him tonight, and he was our senior spotlight player. 3rd and 6 coming up. Dotson 45 yards unofficially. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. We go with 3 down linemen. Now we step a linebacker up, coming hard. Let's see if we can wrap up the tackler, or the tackler can wrap up the ball carrier. Who was Stowe? Stowe on the carry for them, wearing number 7. Stowe will get a couple of tough yards. It's going to bring up 4th down, and they've gone for it other than 1 punt out of, I guess you'd call it a quick or short punt formation. So it's 4th and 4. And they are going for it. 3 receivers to the left of their formation. We got 3 down linemen. Keep an eye on our linebackers. Dotson wants to throw, throws it high, and it'll go over on downs. He's now 0 for 3 passing. And the football belongs to the Hornets of South Gibson. They'll get the football right at the 50-yard line, and that's where they'll start. They have 1 minute and 49 seconds to get 50 yards. They lead 16-0. Looks like Young coming out, Howell coming out. Robertson will be at quarterback. Beaver will be in the backfield. Gadd will be your tight end. Beaver's the wing back to our standard formation. Pull a guard. Running in behind that guard is Howell. Gets some tough yards and then driven back by a couple of Wildcat tacklers. Howell has run hard since he has been in there. He's going to pick up about 3. I want to say that was Brown on the tackle. And they're going to stop the clock here. Let's see what's up. And the officials are going to talk about it. They're going to pick the flag up. It's going to bring up 3rd down. It's 3rd and 6. Robertson drops back, flushed out of the pocket, throws it in the direction. It seemed too high for the coaching staff and managers to catch it. Incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down with 57 seconds to go. Now Marcel Ward has not reappeared. Now this will be a timeout called by the South Gibson Hornets. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back on the BallGame Blitz.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitzscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitzscapes, let's build something beautiful.
And you see the coaches talking to the players there. It's 4th and 6. Ball is on the 46 of Hamilton. Now, Reed has not been in the last he was in the last series. This one he's not been in. He was being checked over here on the sideline. He's got his hat off now. Maybe he'll make an appearance in the second half. That's one good thing. Our coaching staff, led by Head Coach Ben Johnson, Derek Morales, Jeb Jones, and we'll name some others, they do a good job of taking care of these young men. 4th and 6, ball on the 46. Big possession play. Trips right. Howell, the closest man to the line of scrimmage. Empty backfield, actually. Sprinting right. Robertson looks. There's a penalty flag. The pass is complete. And a helmet pulled off, and that probably should be a second penalty. You cannot pull the hat off without a flag. So there's one flag is all I see, but and it'll be in our backfield. If we get a replay, I want to see if they threw the other flag on the helmet being pulled off. And if it's not a penalty, I want somebody to explain to me why. We've got a hold on us. That is legitimate. Face mask over there. Whoa. Offsetting penalty, I was fixing to say. Might want to check the mechanics a little bit, but that's and that is very dangerous. But I'm going to tell you what, great play by Dre Scott, and way to stay with it even with your hat being pulled off. So nothing happened then. We'll do it again. 4th and 6 from the 46. This is the reason you don't move the chains and you don't move the down marker until there is the official signal to you. The explanation comes to Coach Johnson, and he's wise to check it out. But it is offsetting penalties. Ball spotted. We're ready to play football. Snap to Robertson. Robertson looking for, he's got 5 receivers out, sets up, wants to throw, zips one in there, gets it, and it's going to be complete and out at about the 20. It'll be another first down. Let's see on the Chuck Hutton Nissan replay. Good throw by Robertson. And that one is to Beaver. And 1st and 10 at the 31. 35.4 seconds left. He went out of bounds, got a circle route by the running back, but Robertson going to be flush, throws quick, gets the completion. Running down, carrying tacklers with him is Trey Young with a great catch and run. First and goal from the 10, a 21-yard pickup. And they spike the ball to stop the clock. Be 2nd and 10. Second down and goal from the well, actually, it is 2nd and 10 from the 12. They moved the ball back from where I thought it was officially spotted, but that's okay. Empty backfield again. Robertson's going to keep it. Will he get there? Yes, he will. He'll get there standing up, and then they're not going to throw the flag, but that's almost a defenseless player right there. And Coach Johnson out on the field. 12 yards for Robertson. Leighton Robertson with a good run, and then I'm really having to question a few things. Good run by Robertson and took the hit. And I'm going to be honest, I cannot blame Coach Johnson for being upset at this point in time. Crowell on to attempt the extra point. Lucky snap. Now here comes a flag. And Richard McWhirter, maybe you need to watch this film a little bit. See what is personal foul. I'll let you judge. You go back and watch the game, and I'll let you judge at the 14.3 second mark in the second. Robertson with the touchdown run of 12 yards. Austin to hold, and here we go again. Offsides, that'll move it half the distance to the goal. We'll stay probably with the extra point and kick it. You move the tee up, make the adjustments. Ball is snapped. The tee is usually set at 7 yards. 22-0 the score right now. Snap a little high, gets it down. It's blocked. And Hamilton blocks the PAT. That one went a little high and it was slow. And you only get about 1.3 seconds, so it's 22-0. And South Gibson will be kicking off. We'll take a timeout and come back for the South Gibson kickoff after this.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Back with a 22-0 lead. Very interesting plays and stuff. I thought that the personal foul should have been marked off here on this kickoff attempt, and it is being marked off. $77 yards in penalties just in the first half alone. Ball will be kicked from the 45-yard line. Crowell has handled most of Braxton Crowell, the kicking duties. Braxton, a sophomore kicker. We've got two outstanding kickers. They're both sophomores, Max McGowan and Braxton Crowell. And our senior spotlight player was Hayden Lucky, who's starting at linebacker tonight and also is our long snapper. He can play offense too. Let's see. Driving kick should reach the end zone. It does. The ball will start at the 20-yard line for Hamilton. Still 14.3 seconds. Let's see who they send out at quarterback this time. Ward has not come back since he got hit, hoping it's not anything wrong with his leg. And I see Wadley as one of them in the backfield back there. Let's see if they go with Dotson, the senior, with him. And Dotson is back there, and I think they're going to empty the backfield. No, Dotson steps up under center. He'll take snap, go to the knee, take that. Time will run out. And we are here at halftime with the Hornets leading the Wildcats 22-0. Let's take a timeout on the South Gibson High and BallGame Blitz Network.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and auto care. Since 1959, we've been proudly serving the Humboldt community from our East End Drive location. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. Tires from the name brands you trust, and in all sizes from ATV to light truck and beyond. Stop by King Tire Company on East End Drive today, keeping Humboldt rolling since 1959.
At Reploga Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Reploga Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been your trusted source for quality tires and auto care. Since 1959, our family-owned business, now managed by our third generation, has proudly served the community with 3 locations: East End Drive in Humboldt, Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson, and Airways Boulevard in Jackson. From tires and alignments to oil changes, general repair, brakes, belts, hoses, radiators, and more, King Tire Company has the expertise and service you can count on. King Tire Company, keeping you on the road since 1959.
Why rent an apartment when you can lease a home? The Summit in Jackson offers 2 and 3 bedroom single-family homes with lots of amenities. Enjoy the comfort and space in a gated community with smart technology, ADS security, and no maintenance. Short and long-term leases are available, so visit our website or call to schedule your tour today at the Summit in Jackson.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been a trusted name in quality tires and auto care, proudly serving the Jackson community for decades from our Old Hickory Boulevard location. With tires, alignments, oil changes, AC repairs, brakes, belts, hoses, radiator repair, and more. King Tire Company delivers the expertise and reliability you can depend on. Visit King Tire Company on Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson today, where decades of experience meet top-notch service.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson, we specialize in team sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your team sports. You can email or call us for all your team sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
At Reploga Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Reploga Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
For more than 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and dependable auto care. Our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson has proudly served the community for decades, delivering the excellence you've come to rely on. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. All tire sizes, ATV to light truck and beyond. Visit our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson today. King Tire Company, where long-standing tradition meets exceptional service.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social. Why rent an apartment when you can lease a home? The Summit in Jackson offers 2 and 3 bedroom single-family homes with lots of amenities. Enjoy the comfort and space in a gated community with smart technology, ADS security, and no maintenance. Short and long-term leases are available, so visit our website or call to schedule your tour today at the Summit in Jackson.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
And we're back here at South Gibson right now, halftime lead of 22-0 over the Wildcats. But they have speed to burn. We've managed to bottle them up. Let's see if we can get a few stats up there while the band's playing. And these are all unofficial tonight. We are working towards it. You see that the Hornets have 9 first downs and only 3 for Hamilton. The penalties, which is at the bottom of it, we'll take a look at those in a couple of moments. But nice night. You want to hit more than 50%, but 5 for 12, though, passing for 59 yards and some important catches, with Beaver and Austin having 2 catches, Gadd and Young having a catch apiece in that. For Hamilton, they are only 1 for 11 for passing for 5 yards. They've also had 1 intercepted. They've used 2 quarterbacks, Dotson, number 4, and Marcel Ward, who did a nice job of running when he wasn't harassed, and it was legal harassment by. But you see on those downs the passing situation. 10 attempts rushing for the Hamilton Wildcats, 87 yards, 25 attempts and 131 yards for the Hornets, who also had that 95-yard drive. 12 penalties for approximately 77 yards. There have been there was 1 picked up flag in the game, and then there was offsetting penalties. So if your count doesn't match with mine, South Gibson had 1 spot is one of their penalties at the 35. They really had 2 penalties that were marked off for 22 yards, but you have to count that as 3 penalties officially. South Gibson, with all of the scoring, they scored on their second drive 31 yards out on a field goal, approximately 25 yards by Crowell. And then they start on their own 47. That 31-yard drive was from the Hamilton. The 2:27 mark in the first quarter, a 53-yard drive, 15 yards over the left tackle by Robertson. The score with the point after good by Crowell was 10-0. Of course, Robertson has 2 touchdown runs in this game. Then at the 3:50 mark in the second quarter, Howell went 9 yards. The try for extra point, a 2-point conversion after a penalty, was stuffed out, and it was 16-0 at that point. And then with 14.3 seconds in the second quarter, Robertson again went 12 yards, and the PAT was blocked. It was 22-0 at that point. The Hornets with the lead, and a fine band performance. We'll remind everybody the band performance has been recorded separately and will be posted on Worthy Road YouTube page as well as this game. And we appreciate all the help we have gotten. And like I said, next week, my good scorer book that is easier to keep stats in will be with me. And but the young men have played well. We want to check injuries. We'll see whether Jaden Reed comes back out. He'll be out, but whether he will play or not in the second half, as he didn't play in that last drive. But good effort by the young men that came on. And let's tell you what let's do. This, and Chris has to do this with me not prompting him early. Let's take a look at the South Gibson coaching staff headed by Coach Ben Johnson, and he'll have that graphic up for you. This young man is a master of it. Fine guys. You see head coach Ben Johnson, the defensive coordinators Derek Morales, offensive coordinator Jeb Jones, Chandler Whitaker, Bailey Patterson, Aaron Lowry, Will Harris, and Gavin Wallace. The trainer is James Carver. Security, Dwayne Clark. The principal is the man himself, Phil Rogers, athletic director, the one and only Mark Dunn, and the team doctor is Douglas Haltom. And next week we're going to try to have a shot of our cheerleaders. And before we take another time out here on the Ball Game Blitz at approximately the 6:32 mark, let's go over our cheerleaders. The seniors are Avery Bridger, Wesleyan Smith, Aubrey Bomar, Ava Grace Thomas, Kayla Garner, Eliza Kirkbride. The juniors, Anna Christie, Abby Blankenship, Kate Hicks. Sophomores, Briley Dodd, Carly Carter, Addison Lynch, Amy Chapman, Marielle Bryant, Kylie Perry, Josie Buck, Gracie Bingham, Caroline Cunningham, and Ella Pennington. And their fine sponsor helped me out with that. And we'll have a graphic hopefully next week with them as we build each week. Tell you what we're going to do with the Hornets leading the Wildcats 22-0. Let's take another time out here on the Ball Game Blitz and South Gibson Football Network.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
We are back on the beautiful campus of South Gibson High School where the Hornets lead 22-0 here at halftime. And a couple of very good announcements. We had a great week in all of our sports here. For next week, Hornet fans, here's what's happening at South Gibson High School on Tuesday, September the 3rd. Remember, we're taking Monday off from school, but on Tuesday, September the 3rd, the Lady Hornet soccer team will host St. Mary's. JV will begin at 5 o'clock, the varsity to follow. Thursday night, we'll see freshman Hornet football. The freshman Hornets will host the Chester County team at 6 p.m. here at the Hornets Nest. And then next Friday, the first regional game, the Hornets will battle Hardin County here at home. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock. The pregame show will start at 6:30. Don't forget, homecoming is fast approaching. Be sure to make plans to be here in 2 weeks for the homecoming 2024 as South Gibson will host Christian County, Kentucky. Also, please support these fine advertisers. Without them, there would be no Hornet broadcast. The Blacksmith Restaurant, Chuck Hutton Nissan, King Tire Company, Jones Chevrolet, Deaton's Carpet One, Elite Dental, Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep and Ram, McCoy's Heating and Air, King Jewelers, Foundation Bank, Great American Sports, Fitscapes Lawn Service, Rip Logo Lawn Lawrence Funeral Home, the Summit of Jackson, Roberts Jewelers, Sam Gilly for Medina Mayor, the Willows of Jackson, and the Nail Place. Some great sponsors. They support Hornet football. Please support our advertisers. They make these BallGame Blitz the high quality they are. And if you were watching on the National Federation tonight, you would be shelling out either a whole year subscription or $11.99, not counting the tax. Hornets have made their appearance. The Hamilton Wildcats were already back on the field stretching and doing their exercise. A couple of things interesting. Remember, next week is a region game, and I don't know what has happened with my cell phone, but it has gone crazy. And I was watching the game too. Now it's straightened out. That's kind of a backup so that I can see some of the plays. And what a great campus here. And like I said, we appreciate Mark Dunn and Phil Rogers, both the coaching staff. Appreciate the help we got from the City of Memphis school system and the Hamilton Wildcats. And this is, like I said, a non-region contest. This contest still, though, has a lot of action to come. They'll put 3 more minutes back up to make sure the teams get to toss the ball a little bit. You see Leighton Robertson in our picture. Wildcats may already be coming out to receive the kickoff, but they have put 3 minutes up on the clock. We've got a third quarter coming up. And like we said, please don't forget our broadcast. I do need to remind you that this is a copyright broadcast of Worthy Road Studios for 2024. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of this BallGame Blitz broadcast without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited. I'm going to add my own side note. It's illegal. And, of course, other teams that are carried on the BallGame Blitz Sports Network, USJ, TCA, Union University, Lane College, Bethel College, all have presence. Boxing is also carried on this. You need to sign up for the Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel, but you can get these games even if you don't sign up, but sign up and be counted. Our executive producer of all schools is Paul Schultze. And I'm going to tell you what, with the time we got, we're going to take a short timeout, and when we come back, we'll be ready for the Hamilton Wildcats to receive South Gibson's kickoff.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Well, we're ready for the second half kickoff, a little quicker than we even anticipated. And my super producer, Christopher Reasons, it was very alert, and we are ready. You see Braxton Crowell, he's trying to stretching a little bit. He's handled the kicking tonight, and got a little surprise on my depth chart. Here's the kickoff. This one's going to come down, and the receiver is down. He cannot get up and run, and there won't be a penalty or anything because he thought that he got overbalanced, caught it at about the 30.5-yard line. It'll be Hamilton's football, 1st and 10. They get the ball at their own 31. Let's see who comes out for them first of all at quarterback. That's an important thing to check out. Now, see number 1, that's Wadley in the backfield. I see some young men that I didn't see. Line looks like it remains pretty much the same, anchored by their fine center, and Travius Minor, 77, who's a senior. And that may be Ashton Dotson, number 4 at quarterback. We'll check that out and see. A slot to each side. Give, trying the left side, gets around the contained man, but the second man comes and finishes him off. And, of course, that is Matthew Austin. Here's the replay, and a nice tackle. That was Wadley. Clock running. They're winding it. It's not run yet, though. The clock, if you see up there, still shows 12, and there has to be some time taken off this clock. I hope we don't go to where the clock is kept on the field. Let's check it out. Somebody could have see what the connection is, and it'll take some time to check it out. Now, The timekeeper also has a backup. They do have a stopwatch they can keep it on, or they could come upstairs and run it from up here. Don't know, Coach Johnson, who probably knows as much as anybody about that scoreboard. I'm serious. He or Mark Dunn, I'm sure some of the other assistants have a great knowledge of how to make it run. But it's stuck at 12, and we've had one play run. It'll be second down. Dodson picked up about 4. Or that's not Dodson, that is actually Wadley. Wadley wears number 1. Now they set the clock at 11:50. They'll wind it. It'll start to run. You can see it on your game clock here that Worthy Road provides for you. Ball snapped, pass complete out. It was supposed to be a screen out there, a 1 or 2 man screen. 1 for 4 passing for Dodson. No serious yardage picked up there. Matter of fact, it's almost in the same spot. Williams comes out to this side. They'll go trips left. Also 10, Isbell. Back to pass, running out of there, and he's a better runner than passer, and he shows you his running skills. As Ashton Dotson, and he'll get the 4th first down for the Wildcats. First down at the 45-yard line. 57 yards in carries for Dotson. He's still the quarterback. 10, Isbell coming out to this side. Little tighter formation. There is a slot to the right of their formation. 2 down linemen, 2 stand-up ends are outside linebackers for the Hornets. The give trying the B gap and slithering through there, and a good run of pickup of about 9, maybe 10 yards, depending on the spot, was Wadley. And let's see where they put the stake down. And it is a first down, so a 10-yard pickup, 22 yards on 3 carries, and 5th first down, and the Wildcats have something going. Moving personnel around. Snap to Dotson. He's just going to keep it. Now he makes a toss. Wadley juked a couple of guys. He'll get across the 40 down to about the 38-yard line. Pickup of 7, it looks like. We'll spot it and get it right. Ball started at the 45. He's down, he being Wadley, I believe, but he's going to get back up. A little slow, but I think he's going to get the cobwebs out and be ready to play a little bit. So about a 7-yard pickup. 2nd and 3. Ball is on the 38-yard line, wide side of the field to the right. Isbell will come to this side. Let's see if he's joined by anybody. There's a slot to this side. That right tackle looks like he's in the backfield. We lost Contain and Ward, or not Ward, but number 4 will take off. That is Dotson, and he can run. He gets another first down from the 38 to the 28, so the 10 yards more for him to add to his totals. And we cannot lose Contain because that young man's got shifty hips and runs quite well. The roster we were given does not have an 82 on it, so we cannot call that young man's name. We apologize. I don't really think they want to run it. I think that Wadley and Dotson will handle the football a majority of the time. Dropping back, and by the time I say that, they crank the javelin up. There's a rooster fight for the football, and I believe that, and it's a legal rooster fight, the catch was made. Well, let's hold on. Ball coming back. Interesting. Maybe they said it was out of bounds, or are they going to mark something off? Well, it looks like they have ruled that he caught it out of bounds. Well, the indication is out of bounds. I think our linebackers are showing that they're coming now. They backed off. Yeah, they're trying to time it. Here's Wadley getting outside again. We've lost Contain out there several times. He's got about 12 yards and another first down. .41 yards for him now rushing. We make substitutions. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Ball on the 16-yard line, 1st and 10 at the 16. They can still get a first down. They go slot, and they're going to really stretch it with 82 out here. Slot left. Wide out to the right. They want to throw the little quick toss to Isbell. Isbell breaks one tackle, breaks a second tackle, makes a man miss, and Isbell is going to take it in for a touchdown. He'll go 16 yards. And we'll get the replay on that. Nice run by Isbell. That's Azalea Isbell, the senior. Hamilton will go for 2. Dotson's in the backfield, but a different player, 88 or 89 is in there. We don't have a number for him. Dotson's going to keep the football. He looked like he had the angle. He dipped maybe a little too much, gets knocked out of bounds and pushed back. So it is 22-6, your score. We'll take a timeout with the Hornets to get the football, leading 22-6 in the third quarter.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitzscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitzscapes, let's build something beautiful.
"69-yard drive as we await the receiving team for the Hornets to come out there. Hamilton will kick off, and I believe earlier in the contest, Yancey actually handled the kickoff after another man set it up for him. And we'll see who's going to kick off. It may be number 46 is going to kick off. And that would be Lamont Brown if it is. No, he's just going. Is he going to be on coverage? It'll be interesting to see who comes out for the kickoff. Too deep, back at about the 10-yard line. Looks like Jeter and Brady for the Hornets. And they're going to hold it to kick off this time. Of course, ball held on the 40. I don't think they've got a kicking tee with them today. Referees want to confer. Hamilton coached by Coach Collins. Talked to Coach Blanchard a little bit, or text with him trying to get some information last night. Got some. Talked to Coach Robinson today, who helped me with pronunciations and things. And There comes the tee out there. And again, it was placed on the tee by Woodall, but we'll have another man kick it. We don't have his number. Maybe Williams, if it looks like 26. Nice end-over-end kickoff. It'll come down in Brady's hands. He's across the 30, the 40, and held up at about the 43 on a kickoff by a tackle by Barron. So a nice return. And the ball will be placed on the 44-yard line, and that's where the Hornets will start 1st and 10 with their first possession of the second half. See if we can see who all's coming out there. See Young, and it looks like Austin out there. Leighton Robertson, your quarterback. Tight end is Gad, and Beaver to this side. We're running, pulling the guard. This is Howell running the football for about 6 yards, according to the spot. So Howell picks up where he left off in the first half. He's now got 7 carries for 33 yards. Nice pickup there of 6. The offensive line, for the most part, has done an outstanding job. Robertson calls signals. He's going to keep it himself. Bounces it outside, but he is pulled down after maybe a yard gain, and I'm going to be honest with you, it may not have been, but it came close to being a horse collar. And the way they spot it, well, let's see what's happening. There's talk. And again, the officials are closer to it. I'm watching from a press box. I have to look back at my monitor on the second one. I really thought that it was possible horse collar. Let's see what Pete Norville, the official, has to say. Pete, one of the veteran officials. Got a hold against South Gibson, so we won't worry about that. Play is all for naught anyway. And that'll back up the Hornets. Only the 4th penalty for the Hornets is from the spot of the foul, a 10-yard penalty. 30 yards in penalties now for the Hornets, and it'll take it back to 2nd down and about 14. Snap to Robertson, the give. Trying the middle, Howell running hard, but down at the bottom of it was Woodall, a tackler. But we got some yardage and got back on the proper side of being at the stakes. So a 5-yard pickup. Going to bring up, though, 3rd and 9. Ball is on the 45-yard line, close to the middle of the field. And I see their big defensive lineman, Minor, come back in there. Or at least I thought it was. It may not be. It may be 72. Jackson in there. Here's the snap. I've got to run with it. Here's Robertson making hay while the sun shines. Gets a first down. Gets more. Gets across the 40. And we'll see where they put it down. And the 10th first down for the Hornets. Nice pickup there. Pickup of about 16 yards. Nice running. 36 yards for Leighton Robinson, who has scored twice tonight. 5:51 with the clock arrested. 22-6. Hornets lead Hamilton. 2 receivers to the right. A stack or twin set, if you prefer to call it that. Wing back to the left. Howell try the left side, going back to the short side. He's got a first down. He's got more. One man can tackle him, but that was all that had a chance at him. We'll see where they punch it down, and unofficially the 11th first down. I have these little bitty squares on my score sheet here, which makes it a little tougher. Football placed down inside the 20 at the 18. Nice pickup that time by Howell. Snap, the give again, trying the B gap, and he's through there. Good yardage, good blocking by that forward wall of the South Gibson Hornets. Got an 8-yard pickup, 65 yards on 10 carries for Howell. 2nd and 2. Ball a little closer to the left hash marks. See Austin and Young come this way. That forward wall, the blockers for the Hornets have done a really good job. Howell in the backfield, Robertson. Wing back in motion. It'll be the jet sweep. Let's see if they got it blocked. It's Beaver. Beaver wants that goal line. He spins. He's got the goal line. Touchdown, South Gibson and Cade Beaver. Cade Beaver now has 29 yards. Well, I said touchdown. I called it prematurely. I thought he had gotten the touchdown. He did not. Pardon the excitement from the announcer. I had to lose it, and somebody stood up, and then I switched to the monitor. It was a touchdown. When I was switching it, and that happens sometimes. There's a timeout on the field, an injured player. We'll keep it here. I hate to see those injuries. I did have the call right, but and that one would be a 56-yard drive. 18-yard run by Beaver on the jet sweep. It's 28-6. Of course, you have to have a 30-point lead to have a running clock, so there is no running clock. The clock will stop like it's supposed to. There seems to be some discussion on the field. Pete. Now they say it is not a touchdown. Well, we'll go back where it was. I'll take the – well, there had to say the ball will be placed at the 15. Again, the handoff to Howell. He bends it back. Good blocking. He'll get down to the 10-yard line. So 5 yards there. And my apologies to y'all on the touchdown call. Thought it was. Then, like I said, when you get blocked off and you try to swivel your head over to the monitor. The reason I don't watch the monitor anymore than I do so I can see secondaries. We'll send two receivers, it looked like Wallace and Young out to the left. Hamilton shifting around. Let's see if we moved or if they moved and broke the neutral zone. And it's offsides on the defense. 82 yards in penalties. That'll make it another first down. South Gibson and Carlock. Or actually, it's not Carlock. They sold it to Chuck Hutton Nissan. I did that last week. 12 Chuck Hutton Nissan first downs. Chuck Hutton, one of our great sponsors. Sponsors all the broadcast, including the South Gibson one. First and goal from the 5. Ball on the right hash mark. Looks like Hamilton wants a timeout. They want a timeout. We're going to take one here on the South Gibson BallGame Blitz Network.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
And we have surmised that and found out there was a holding call that brought the touchdown back. And interesting administration it took forever and a day, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. Ball closer to the right hash mark. Robertson, now here comes a flag down. And let's see if they have 12 men on the field. That's illegal participation, and they do. That one will be half the distance to the goal. So that'll only make it 85 yards in penalties. Stretching it way to the left out there is Young. We've got a slot man. They're playing press coverage on him. The handoff almost didn't get the handoff, but trying the right side, bouncing it on out around left end after it hit it off tackle. We'll wait for a signal. They'll say possibly his knee touched before he got in there. Matthew Howell. So it is 2nd and goal from right on there. You know, here comes the quarterback sneak, second effort, and the Philadelphia Eagle push from behind, which is legal. And it is a touchdown. That should be Leighton Robertson's 3rd touchdown of the night. Robertson's headgear came off, but he scored. And it is a physical ball game, and now he's limping. That is not a good sign. Robertson, your senior quarterback. Gabe Lovern out this game. Coggins would be your backup. Let's see if we go for 2. Or if we're kicking. I saw Hayden Lucky come out there. Injured player for Hamilton. I hope that young man's not hurt either. You'll hear me mention I hate to see young men hurt because I've got 6 knee injuries or 6 knee surgeries to my credit, and I don't want to see any young man hurt. Looks like that we are going to go for 2. Tight formation. Lucky in at a blocking back. Also, Wallace in at a blocking back. 15 is Howell. This will be a Wildcat situation. I'll have to adjust. Like I told you, sometimes people stand up in front of me here in the press box on the top row. Two men in the backfield. Is that Beaver in the backfield? It gets away from him. He'll pick it up and try to scramble and get what he can. He's going to be tackled for a loss. So the try for point failed on the run. And the score here in the 3rd quarter with 3:34, Hornets 28, Hamilton 6. Let's take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz and South Gibson Network.
At Foundation Bank, we love working with small businesses, and we serve them uniquely through truly local decision-making and underwriting. But we're more than a lender for your small business. We're also a source of financial counsel. Hey, running a small business can be hard and complex, but we can help. Let us learn more about your small business by visiting our website. It's foundationbank.org, or call us at the number on the screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Foundation Bank is a member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back after Leighton Robinson scored, we went to a Wildcat situation with Howell and Beaver in the backfield. Snap got through the hands of Beaver, and they had plenty of penetration. Braxton Crowell to kick off, wearing number 84. And I got a feeling that we're going to get a penalty on the sideline. And I think we've already had a warning. Or maybe it is a sideline warning. Officials, no, it's just a warning. You can't come out of you can see the stripe of the box down there, and you got to stay behind that. Now, I won't fuss at the official for officiating it right now while the play and stuff is stopped, but I've actually seen in the past officials ignore play and a foul to catch a sideline warning situation. This one up in the air, directional kick, fielded, and now they've got good blocking as they go towards the Hamilton bench, and they've got a wall in front of that runner. And running the football was Jolando Stowe, who did a great job returning it into South Gibson territory. Watch him, and he'll pick up the blockers. And a nice submarining hit that slowed him up. That looked like Wallace doing that. And the ball will be placed down. Let's see if they plunk it down on the 48 or the 49. It'll be the 48. 48 of South Gibson. And remember now, Dotson has been able to get free. They almost had a completed pass, but they threw it out of bounds. Dotson and Wadley, who both were, according to what I was told, 1,000-yard rushers last year in that backfield. Now, as the quarterback Ward went out in the first half with an injury, we've got single coverage out here. They're just going to give to Wadley. He's going to dance. And again, knifes through there. There was a small hole, and he knifed through there. Now, a couple of Hornets hit him, but not after he made a decent gain. Looks like 2.5, maybe 3 yards. Looks like it's going to be 3 for Wadley. He's got 6 carries for 44 yards unofficially now. Williams and Isbell out here to the left. Dotson and Wadley in the backfield. Our linebacker's about 5 yards off, and this was a direct snap to Wadley. He's going to keep it, spin, and he'll get up, and he may have fallen forward for the first down. Let's see where they say his knee hit. There is a flag on the play, and you would think that we're back with the childhood game of drop the handkerchief tonight. But these are all yellow hankies. What was it, the old song in the 60s, My Baby Drives a Hanky-Panky? And this one, it'll be walked off from the spot of the foul. It's a 10-yard penalty. Yes, no. No, it's more like 15. Now they're back on the Hamilton 48. 100 yards in penalties. From the Hamilton 48. I thought the end got out there. This is going to be the quick toss, one-man screen. We hit him but didn't hold. Now we get a flock, or not a swarm, actually. Beaver comes. You see Brady there. See Jaden Reed back out playing defense. That's good. The pass was complete. 2 for 6 passing. A loss of 1. Passing yardage not going up. Brady comes up in press coverage. Now he backs off. We've got 3 matching their receivers over here. Dotson, we had him. He got it off just in time, throws it up, triple covered. We had Brady back there. Had a couple of other folks in the general area. I want to say Connor Betts was back there. We've got an injured player. Like I said, you hate to hear this. Still kind of a hot night. I'll try to check the temperature. Still 80 degrees. Not supposed to be as warm tomorrow. High of 85 tomorrow. Two for 7 passing for Ashton Dotson, a very fine senior player. This looks like, is this Beaver getting up? Maybe it's just a cramp and he'll walk it off, get the pickle juice or the mustard out there. Checking into the ball game for the Hornets is Caden Perez, the senior. He'll go to the defensive line, I believe. Reed out there. Coming to this sideline is Connor Betts. Let's see if he'll be the cover man out here. He will be. Looks like Lucky is up. Will we go with 3 down linemen and use extra linebackers? Lucky normally a linebacker, but he can play different spots. They bring 2 receivers. Williams, one of them, to the left, one wide out to the right. Dotson and Wadley in the backfield. It's a low snap, and boy, on it. Will we recover it? And the beanbag is down, and I believe the Hornets have it. And that looked like Jaden Reed, who was shot out of a cannon or quicker than a hiccup, got the recovery. Fumble recovery by Reed. Good coverage. It's Hornet football, and that's an important recovery with 1:32 to go in the third quarter. Would love to put something on the board right here. Ball is on the 41-yard line where this drive will start. See who all is in the backfield. Looks like Robertson's back out there in the backfield. Matthew Howell will be with him, and Hamilton has called a timeout, so they take a timeout. We'll be back after this on the BallGame Blitz and South Gibson High Network.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson, we specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
We're back, 1st and 10 from the 41. They give to Howell. Howell follows those fine pulling guards, but somebody filtered in behind for them, and that was Bobo, Taiwan Bobo, a junior. He did a good job of filtering through there, beat his block. It's a pickup of only 1. 73 yards and 13 carries for Matthew Howell. Love that offensive line. We need to give those young men, and I will do better giving them credit. Tight slot, motion, mix up on the handoff and the give, and so we'll lose yardage. I'm not the official stat man, so I really don't know who to take the yardage off of, but I will do my best. Loss of 2. And actually, it looks like it's going to be 3rd and 12, so it was more than that. Robertson's got his play. Young is out there. Austin with him. They'll come to this side. Austin will be in the slot. You've got a wing back. Howell in the backfield. Robertson, wing back in motion. He's going to run what I call a circle route. They give it to Gadd. Gadd will get some of the yardage back. That ends the 4th quarter. And with the score 28-6, South Gibson winning. Let's take a timeout on the Hornet Network.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Hornets lead 28-6. Possession down here. It's 4th down. And I'll be glad to get my other charts. I'll be able to tell you about 3rd down conversions and all kinds of wonderful information. But it's for possession of the football. 12 minutes to go in this contest. 28-6. Hornets lead the Wildcats. Fake the jet sweep. Robertson's got a reverse territory. He's got a man in front of him. Gives ground, and he's grabbed by the jersey and pulled down after a huge loss from the Hamilton 40 back to about a 16-yard loss. And it goes over on downs to Hamilton, who's got excellent field position in South Gibson territory. And this will be on the South Gibson 44 or 43. They're going to put it down on the 44. And the reason I'm hesitant, this has been an unusual game. A lot of had to send for an official explanation on a call that we thought we were right about, and the touchdown was brought back. Hamilton goes with a slot right. And the right tackle, come on, guys, he's in the backfield. Make the call. It's an illegal formation the way it's set up. Here's Dotson back, cranking his javelin up, meaning he's throwing the long bomb. They'll call pass interference. I don't know. Let's watch that one again. They're going to get Dre Scott, who I thought had good position. May have been a little bumping. And I don't think you could call face guarding on that one. It'll come back. It's a penalty. It's not at the spot of the foul like in the NFL. They say a push, pass interference. They'll mark it off. It'll be 15 yards and a first down. 45 yards in penalties for the Hornets. And the 8th first down unofficially. Dotson, the quarterback, Wadley in the backfield. And they've got Isbell kind of deep, and he keeps moving around. Of course, he can do that, but he's got to be set for 1 second unless he's the man in motion. And he is. Like a jet sweep by Hamilton. Isbell wants to bounce it outside, and our linebackers scrape up in there after he gets a small gain. Watch the Chuck Hutton Nissan replay. And so Isbell with a couple of tough yards on the jet sweep, wide side of the field to the right. 2nd and 8. Ball on about the 26-yard line. Or the 28, pardon me. It was started at the 30. And again, they're giving great latitude to wideouts and people tonight. Here's Dotson's pass headed, and this time let's see if they ruled him inbounds. They say no. I don't think the Hamilton sideline agrees, but the guys that wear the striped shirts is what matters. That one incomplete, so it'll bring it back 3rd and 8. 2 for 8 passing for Dotson. Maybe he's releasing it a little late for his wide receiver. Maybe his receiver's route's a little too close to the sideline. See Williams back in there at the wide out here to the right side. Let's see where 10 Isbell goes. He'll come and be the slot man. Stowe, the wide out to the left. And now it's a procedure or another penalty. I'm going to run out of penalty slots here in a minute. 105 yards in penalties. So that adds to Hamilton's woes because that makes it 5 yards deeper, and it'll make it 3rd and approximately 13. Dotson wanted to move early, and now Wadley's going to shift, go back to where he started originally. The snap, the toss to Wadley. He's got some room. He's trying to get outside and keeps his balance. What a tough runner. He's going down that sideline. He's going to have the first down, and let's see if they give him the touchdown. They say he's out at the 1 yard line. So a 27-yard run by Wadley. Gibson on the tackle for the Hornets. This will be 1st and goal from the 1, and a nice run by the senior. Darius Wadley, pardon me. And you see the forward wall of South Gibson going against the offensive line of Hamilton. Got to get up in there and get in those gaps and get some penetration. 2 men in the backfield. They've got a lead blocker in front of Wadley. Ward will go, or actually Dotson goes under center. He sneaks, gets the push from 43, and he'll have the touchdown, a 1 yard touchdown by Dotson to tighten this game up. 46-yard drive, 1 yard TD run. QB sneak, Dotson. Long time to go in this game, 10:08 when this one was scored. 4th quarter. Of course, they go for 2. At this present point right now, it's a 16-point lead. They do not kick their extra points. Dotson backs up a little bit. 43 still in a back. It's a version of a backed up eye, or you could call it a pistol formation. They brought in some bigger blockers on the end of the line. And now we're having a little conferencing. Ball is on the 3 yard line. Pete Norville, the Whitecap, or the referee, comes over to talk to his official on the side. Hamilton will come back to the line of scrimmage. You see Isbell out to the right. Jefferson is in there to block. And this is definitely an illegal formation that has not been called. There's not enough men on the line of scrimmage. You watch it, you be the judge. Now they may scoot up there. We're still Now, here we go. We'll try it again. This time it is a legal formation. Isbell, the flanker out here, under center. Dotson, the toss to Wadley, and man, that was disrupted. One of the men hitting it was number 25, Jay Caskins, the junior. So the point after, or the try for two, failed. 28-12. Run failed. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, more football on the South Gibson Network.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
Back at beautiful South Gibson High School and football field where the Hornets lead the Wildcats 28-12. We'll have our kickoff here in just a moment. This is one of those times the Hornets would love to have a long drive and eat up a lot of clock. There's 9:22 on the clock. We're in the fourth quarter of play. A lot of stoppages due to penalties, etc. like that. Here from Milt Canavan wow, 22 all, and they've got the Peabody-Jackson Christian game. Milt with JEA, he and Steve Bowers. What a great team they do. Steve Bowers, also love to hear from Steve Beverly, USJ playing. Here's the kickoff. This one, kind of a directional kick, but we've got to field it and fall on it. We played dangerously then at the 32-yard line, and covering it was Bryson Ward. But you must play possession of the football. And a nice placement of that kick. We get the football, 1st and 10. And let's see where the spot's going to be. It's going to be the 31-yard line. Our own territory. And we need at least 3 first downs right here. That would go a long way towards eating into this clock. Now, the clock should be wound. Handoff, dancing, getting yardage. Getting down to about the 34. Howell with the carry. Pickup of almost 4. We'll go ahead and credit him with 4. Now they placed it at 3, so we'll adjust it. 2nd and 7. See what the coaching staff has up their sleeve, and can those young men block it again one more time. Here's the handoff straight ahead. They submarine. They had everybody but the kitchen sink in the backfield. Robertson communicating with his coaches. And a loss of about a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 8. The ball back to the 33-yard line, it looks like. Now we've got another discussion. I was writing in my book. I see a signal. Now let's see. It looks like there's going to be a mark-off. Mark-off of 5 yards. Got 110 yards in penalties. Makes the 3rd down much shorter. Sending a man in motion are the Hornets. They pull the guards. They get hold of the jersey of our running back. He'll spin down, but it'll be a very short gain, if any at all. Jefferson with the tackle, and that brings up 4th and 7. A decision time for the Hornets. Robertson stays in there. 4th and 4. We need 5 for the first down. And Coach Wallace says we're going to have a timeout, gentlemen. With a timeout on 4th and 4 and the Hornets leading 28-12, let's take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz and South Gibson Network.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
We are back as they have already broken the huddle. Hamilton wants to stop it right here. The Hornets must get 4 yards to keep possession of the basketball or the football. Boy, I'm ready for basketball already. We've got 2 fine basketball teams. New boys coaching Drew Pirtle. Of course, Coach Emery looks to go back to the state tournament this year. Soccer, volleyball, golf, cross country, everybody doing well. Soccer team took a tough loss, and we read you earlier, and we'll try to get it in again, of all the great action we've got coming up, like the Lady Hornet soccer team will host St. Mary's on Tuesday. Freshman football next Thursday here. We'll get you some more of the long time right here, and I'm like the young man for Hamilton holding my arms up. And now we've got 3rd down on the down marker. Scoreboard's got 4th. This is interesting. We're coming out of a timeout. Coach Johnson and Coach Jebb have called a play here. We'll see what the brain trust for the Hornets has cooked up. And with the penalty a while ago, the down marker may have been changed. Here's the handoff, and they're in the backfield. They are all over us like white on rice, tackling for a loss at the 35. And now it is officially 4th down. We go quick count. Strong side of the formation to the right. Blocking back. This is a quick kick coming. Did they jump? Now we shift. Hamilton not sure what we're doing. This is the punt off of it. A dangerous man fielded the football, and he's going to get good return yardage. Down the sideline, he could go all the way. One man has a chance, and let's see if they signal touchdown. "65-yard run if it holds up." That was Stowe. And that makes it 28-18, a 10-point lead. Watch Stowe here on the replay, and he got to his wall. You set the wall to your bench. Thought maybe one man might have a chance, Robertson, to knock him out of bounds, but didn't. And the tackle, or attempted to tackle, came too late. And it is 28-10. Hamilton will go for 2. They'll go with a slot right, a wide out to the left. They've got Dotson and Wadley in the backfield. And the little flip to Wadley has been very dangerous. And the 2 would put them to within 8 points, and that's a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And again, a lot of time between this. Now this gives an advantage to Hamilton. This should have been, the clock should have run out. There should have been a penalty, and you be the judge. I'm not the official, but Dotson's going to run it, and he's got a lane in there, and this is a 28-20 game. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back on the South Gibson Network.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and auto care. Since 1959, we've been proudly serving the Humboldt community from our East End Drive location. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. Tires from the name brands you trust, and in all sizes from ATV to light truck and beyond. Stop by King Tire Company on East End Drive today, keeping Humboldt rolling since 1959.
Handling the basketball, or in football, I've said that twice tonight. Handling the football becomes paramount. Might be easier to catch a basketball. It's round. The football is oblong, takes funny hops. Hamilton will kick off. We must field this one cleanly. It is more imperative now that South Gibson have a long drive to eat up the clock. There's still a lot of time. 7 minutes, 9 seconds is an eternity, especially when you are only leading by 8 points. Hamilton's not going to kick an extra point. They'll go for 2 if they score again. You want to keep them out of the end zone. And I agree with one of our front wall people too. There's the onside kick. Great fielding of that. What a super job. Nathan McKeag, the junior offensive and defensive lineman. Super job, Nathan. Number 51. You couldn't have played it any better than that. He surrounded, he held it, and he covered up on it. There was no chance of a fumble. Now it's up to the Hornets to move it. The wide side of the field to the right. The ball just short of the 50-yard line. Very, very important drive for them. They being the Hornets. This drive will start at the 7:07 mark. Looks like Jason Reed back in the backfield. 2 blockers to the right. This is the single wing version. And we probably pulled out and jumped too quick. Although it could have been an infraction of getting in the neutral zone by the defense. Hamilton clapping their hands, so that's going to make it 2nd and 15 if they are correct. And a penalty at an inopportune time. Although I think they gave Hamilton too long and missed a penalty. Now let's see what's happening. I'm sorry. These are nice gentlemen. They're trying their hardest out there officiating. As a former coach, they've made a nervous wreck out of me. It is against. Now you've got an offsetting penalty situation. Now they're going to flag us probably for unsportsmanlike conduct. And I've seen an official who has lost his composure too. Oh, he's going to mark off the big one, 15 yards. We could have said one of the magic words or something. But I also saw by the look on his face, you don't show that kind of emotion. Unsportsmanlike conduct. But I have officiated before, and to me that is a cardinal mistake. You may make the call, but you don't show the face that and the actions of an angry official. You call it, you administer the penalty, you do not show emotion. .7:04 to go. And this is the guy that would be in the old positioning, would be in the umpire position. But, again, the anger he showed, uncalled for. There's one, a tackle around the helmet, no call. Be second down and about 23. Shows 25 on the board, but I think it's 23. Reed back in the backfield. It's the single wing type formation with two blockers. Robertson keeps it. It's got pretty good yardage. Breaks the tackle, gets across, and gets back to the 50. It'll be third and about 9. May have gotten the 49 of Hamilton. And that's actually Cade Beaver. Cade Beaver in that Wildcat, and he's running the quarterback spot. Now another flag on the play. They got South Gibson for a hold. Interesting. Now for some of you that didn't understand my call, this is the $2 cab ride, which with inflation has gone up to $10 or $15, or you may have to call Uber. Brings it back to second down. The trouble is you're not getting first downs to make time go off the clock. It is at 5:58 and counting, as you see on our clock. Two blockers to the left, two tight ends. The give this time to Reed. Reed hitting the backfield, falls forward to about the 35-yard line for a pickup of about 3 tough yards. Long distance. And with this one, the setback, it's third and 35. Third and 35. Two wideouts to the left, a wing to the right. More of a radar-type defense. This is the quick screen out here. And will be thrown out of bounds. We want to keep that clock running. Or maybe they did rule it inbound. Eight yards on the pickup. Austin's third catch. It's a punting situation, a full punting situation. Hamilton returned the last one for a 65-yard touchdown. The last punt. Two receivers back this time, so they feel like they've got something cooking. Regular punt formation. Nice snap. End over end wobbler. It's going to be covered pretty good. They'll get out of the way. They being Hamilton. Rolls down, takes a South Gibson roll to the 22. Had two men on top of it. The downing actually came by Jake Haskins, who was Johnny on the spot. Still a lot of time, 4 minutes, 1 second. 78 yards away from pay dirt. Hamilton starts at their own 22. Ball closer to the right hash mark. They are going left to right. wide side to their left. They'll go with a single receiver who's single covered out there. Slot right. Dotson, your quarterback now. Wadley wants to dance, but we've got people there. I know that a couple of them, one of them was Nathan McCaig. He was one of them with a couple of helpers there. Helmets go off, but sometimes some of those helmets are being helped off. Jack Smith, the junior defensive lineman, he'll have to come off for one play. Going in is Michael Gibson. The flag on the field. And a 15-yard walk-off. $80 yards in penalties now, and it's first down with a yard to go, so they're going to crank the javelin. And they give it off, or actually keep it. No, Dotson's shifty and kept his balance, and now he is driven to the ground, and a whole host of tacklers get him. Dotson loses a yard. Wadley wears number 1. Dotson wears 4. And they send Williams out to the right. Ball bounced on the ground, but it throws timing off. We get through there, but Wadley's going to get the first down for them and more. Wadley with 87 yards. Clock at 2:33 and counting. Only 2 wideouts. That right tackle, I know you can line up something like that, but he's not even close. He's not even breaking the line that we were taught to call that. Wadley will shift sides, still in the spread formation. 3 down linemen with a stand-up outside linebacker. Here's the toss. The keeper, he faked the toss and kept it. And I tell you what, Dotson runs hard. You got to give the young man credit for that. A host of Hornets on top of it as he crosses the 40. Dotson with a pickup of 4. He has 70 yards on 8 carries. Seems like but he does go to flip it off sometime. He pulled it back. Slot right. This is definitely illegal. That right tackle is nowhere close to being in the backfield. Now he's going to run with it. You must contain, and what a great job done right there by Yahya Gad, number 8, the junior defensive lineman, yanked him down. Now there's a flag. Personal foul on Hamilton. Their 18th penalty of the game. For 125 yards. There has been more flags thrown on the two teams. Both coaches have controlled themselves and actually handled themselves well. Coach Collins for Hamilton and Coach Ben Johnson. And I'm glad they're coaching. and not me. 1:13 left in this ball game, unless they tie it up, they being Hamilton. This is the long distance third down. You get a cab ride sometimes. That's an old expression of milk cannon and eyes. So it is third down, the ball on the 25-yard line. Here's the pass up in the air. It's going to be a jump ball, and it is a complete pass. I could have made a case for offensive pass interference or push off, but it is a first down. The 11th one. 1 minute left in the contest. Ball has been placed down at the South Gibson 43. Dotson wants it. Now there's 2 flags come down and a flag back in the backfield. We'll do this probably all over again unless all 3 penalties are on one team or the other. Jack Smith coming off the field again. Michael Gibson, the sophomore, coming in. A very astute football man just sent me a message, and he is not here, but he's watching it and he knows his football. The best I can say and be kind to say this is an interesting contest. Those of you that have heard me call it in the past, and I know those of you learning to listen to my phrases and things like it, interesting is not a compliment. When I say it's interesting, somebody probably missed a call, or either there is things going on that it's marked off against Hamilton, but very interesting which penalty they took. 130 yards unofficially in penalties. It's still first down. It's first and about 22. 51.1 seconds. Isbell, who has speed, is out here. 82, we don't have a number on him. He's got good speed. And Dotson wants to throw it up in the air. It's a wounded duck because he got hit as he threw. Good rush by the South Gibson team. I saw Reed back there. That may have been Gadd also back there. So it's incomplete. 3 for 10 passing for Dotson. Ashton Dotson, who is a fine football player. I'm sure, hopefully, that there's some schools maybe looking at him. I don't know that your Power 5 player, but you are good enough to play college football at some place. Somebody needs to be watching this young man. Second down and about 22. Here comes the rush. Will he get outside of it? He throws, catches, but good coverage by the Hornets right there. No gain on the pass, and you can get to see it again. The clock stopped for no reason at all. The clock is not running, and that is a travesty of justice. That was not a first down. There's no reason for that clock to be stopped. There's got to be a runoff of some type. And the clock still has not started. The ball on the ground. Dotson gets an alley, trying to head towards the sideline. And this is one of those films that and here we go. Is that a yellow handkerchief or a pickup? This is one of those films that Richard McWhirter needs to take a long, hard look at. Hornets go into prevent defense with 17.4 seconds left. Need some tall guys. We're trying to get off the field. And South Gibson has to take a timeout, with South Gibson leading at 17.4 seconds, 28-20. Let's take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz Network.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
We are back with one of the most unusual football games I've ever either been a participant in, a coach in, or called. And I don't know why the clock didn't run. There was no explanation, no nothing about it. And there should be less than 17.4 seconds. It is 4th and 13. Possession down to keep this drive going for Hamilton. They are 8 points from tying this score. They are 43 yards away, or actually 46 yards away from the goal line. 4th and 13 or 14. Let's make it 14. Dotson's going to run like a quarterback draw. If he doesn't get the first down, this contest will be over. He's going to be close, though. Let's see. He looks like he's going to be short by possibly 2 yards or not. Let's see where they spot the football. And there's an injured player down. The spot of the football is all important. It is a ball going over on downs to the Hornets. Dotson with a nice run. Let's see who is injured. This is a Hornet that's injured. And the signal finally given by the official. The chain gang did a good job of waiting it out, not moving. Now they have been signaled to move. .2 seconds. One snap. You'll go into victory formation. Jaden Reed will play safety back there. This has been a hard-fought contest by both teams. Very unusual. Hats off to the young men of both teams for playing through some unusual conditions. Hats off to the coaches. Robertson takes the step back, and this contest will go in the books in about a tick, and it is over. Final score, South Gibson 28, Hamilton 20. Let's take a timeout here on the BallGame Blitz and South Gibson Network.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been your trusted source for quality tires and auto care. Since 1959, our family-owned business, now managed by our third generation, has proudly served the community with 3 locations: East End Drive in Humboldt, Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson, and Airways Boulevard in Jackson. From tires and alignments to oil changes, general repair, brakes, belts, hoses, radiators, and more, King Tire Company has the expertise and service you can count on. King Tire Company, keeping you on the road since 1959.
Why rent an apartment when you can lease a home? The Summit in Jackson offers 2 and 3 bedroom single-family homes with lots of amenities. Enjoy the comfort and space in a gated community with smart technology, ADS security, and no maintenance. Short and long-term leases are available, so visit our website or call to schedule your tour today at the Summit in Jackson.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been a trusted name in quality tires and auto care, proudly serving the Jackson community for decades from our Old Hickory Boulevard location. With tires, alignments, oil changes, AC repairs, brakes, belts, hoses, radiator repair, and more. King Tire Company delivers the expertise and reliability you can depend on. Visit King Tire Company on Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson today, where decades of experience meet top-notch service.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson, we specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
For more than 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and dependable auto care. Our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson has proudly served the community for decades, delivering the excellence you've come to rely on. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. All tire sizes, ATV to light truck and beyond. Visit our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson today. King Tire Company, where long-standing tradition meets exceptional service.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
We are back here, a happy crowd, a tense and nervous crowd from South Gibson. 28-20, South Gibson beats Hamilton. Wow, yeah, that's all I can say about it. Unusual amount, some rough stats for the team from Memphis. Hamilton Wildcats, 11 first downs unofficially, 25 carries for 204 yards rushing, 5 of 19 passing for 45 yards. All of these are unofficial tonight. 19 penalties for 130 yards for the South Gibson Hornets. 12 first downs, 42 carries, 217 yards, 7 for 14 passing for 71 yards, and 80 yards in penalties. We will take a brief timeout, and when we come back, we'll recap the scoring and finish up this game.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social. Why rent an apartment when you can lease a home? The Summit in Jackson offers 2 and 3 bedroom single-family homes with lots of amenities. Enjoy the comfort and space in a gated community with smart technology, ADS security, and no maintenance. Short and long-term leases are available, so visit our website or call to schedule your tour today at the Summit in Jackson.
We're back after a Hornet victory, 28-20. Very quickly, let's recap some of the scoring. Let's do the Hamilton Wildcats scoring first. Isbell scored on a pass play of 16 yards for their first score. Then there was a 1-yard touchdown run on a quarterback sneak by Dotson. Then another run at the 9:22 mark, it looked like. A 65-yard punt return by Stowe, and I want to double-check that. Yes, Jolando Stowe, number 7, returned one for 65 yards. Interesting night, 20 points total. They could have been tied up. South Gibson defense held on. For South Gibson, they got on the board first with a field goal by Kroll at the 6:03 mark in the first quarter, 3-0 at the 2:27 mark in the first quarter. 15-yard run by Leighton Robertson, around left tackle. In the second quarter at the 3:50 mark, Matthew Howell, 9 yards. The try for point failed. It was 16-0 at that point, and it got up to 22-0, and then of course, Hamilton scored and got closer. 14.3 seconds. Robertson scored on a 12-yard run. The point after was blocked. The only scoring was for South Gibson in the second half was a 1-yard run by Robertson. And the try for 2 failed, and that got it to 28-12, and then one more touchdown to make it the final score of 28-20. Some outstanding performances. Reed had 80 yards unofficially running tonight. Matthew Howell did a great job. He had 74 yards unofficially. Cade Beaver ran some great possessions. He had 5 of them, played a little bit of Wildcat, or if you want to call it quarterback. Leighton Robertson did a great job with those touchdowns that he made, 15, 12, and a 1-yarder unofficially. And what a great job. And again, we gave you the stats earlier. A great game, marred by a lot of penalties and a lot of unusual things happening. Clock not running at 2 different times in the ball game, some things like that. South Gibson goes to 1-1. Hamilton drops to 1-1. Hardin County will be here next week. We'll have a 6:30 pregame show, 7 o'clock kickoff. It'll be a region game. You want to come out and support the Hornets. Also, I'll remind you that on Tuesday, the Lady Hornet soccer team hosts St. Mary's. Thursday, the freshman Hornet football team hosts Chester County at 6 o'clock. Then Friday, 7 o'clock here. Don't forget to keep an eye on the soccer and volleyball teams as they will be in action. I don't have a note on their action next week. And, of course, we will remind you to support all our sponsors, because if you will give them a good word, tell them that you appreciate them, because you don't have to pay $11.99 plus the tax per month to get National Federation broadcast and multiple cameras. And we will remind you that this is a copyright broadcast of Worthy Road Studios in the BallGame Blitz. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, further use of this contest without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. I'll put a little addendum on that. It is illegal. For executive producer Paul Schultze, director Christopher Reasons, main camera Walker Droke, replay operator Braden Rowe, sideline operator Stephen Childers, we want to say thanks for your time. This time till next time. See you next Friday night.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,700 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, South Gibson County, USJ, TCA, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.